Welcome back. It is still Sports Just right here on the KAFTAN TV studios. A shocking weekend it was in the world of sports. Girona currently topping the La Liga table. What a shocker. Anyways, the CAF Awards will be tonight in Morocco. Who wins the CAF Award? Will it be Ashraf Hakimi, Mohamed Salah, or Victor Osimhen? Well, our phone lines are on the screen. Please call us and give us your predictions. Who wins the AFCON tonight? I have two amazing gentlemen with me on the show today. They are none other than Cyprian Akomaye and Kingsley. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Sports Just.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon.
All smiles. You know what? I'm just happy today. You know why?
Because he lost.
Chelsea lost. Manchester United lost. And of course, our own Barcelona also lost. So nobody is going to be trolling anybody today. But guys, let's talk about Girona. Oof, what a game it was. It was a Catalan derby.
Catalan derby.
And Girona came out tops. That was their first ever win against Barcelona at the Camp Nou.
It wasn't actually Camp Nou.
It was the Barcelona stadium.
The current home stadium where they use as their home.
Yeah, they're using the Olympic Stadium for now.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, because Camp Nou is under renovation.
Regardless, it was a very big loss for Barcelona and a very mighty win for Girona, because these guys they came with a strategy. Okay, let us play football.
Yeah.
Okay, and it worked for them. Surprisingly, I was actually surprised by that result. I have gone through their results and then their pattern of play and everything. They have a good pattern of play, but I actually wasn't expecting them to beat Barcelona yesterday, and then beat Barcelona emphatically
at home, at Barcelona's home ground.
Like, I wasn't expecting that result. It was really a shocker, to be honest with you. I was like, what is happening here? And it was a shocker. It was just a shocker.
Now, on Saturday, Real Betis had held Real Madrid to a 1-0 draw. Now, when Girona took on Barca, I'm thinking in their head, they are telling themselves, okay, if we win, we go 2 points clear at top of the La Liga. I think that was motivation enough for them.
Yes, very, very motivating. And I must give it all to Girona.
Okay.
They have really done well from the beginning of the season. And but the coach and the team, their style of play, I mean, nobody expected Girona to be where they are today.
Yeah.
They play with one kind of pattern that every team, their last 5 games, they've scored an average of 2-3 goals. 4. The past 2-3 games, 4 goals, inclusive of the one they played against Barcelona. So you see this team probing at you. And I must also say that Barcelona was very abysmal, because you cannot play an Alexander Balde in the defense. Jules Koundé is quite so disappointing. And I don't know why a team will be so relaxed, thinking that, yes, it's a Catalan derby, anything can happen. Because a team have not lost against you before doesn't mean they won't, So it's a good one for football, telling football lovers and fans all over the world that football is changing. The dynamics the competition is getting more competitive, and everybody should sit up. Regardless.
So I think one of the things that is currently working for them right now is, when you are the underdog, you're under less pressure. You have the freedom to express yourself, because at this point, even if they lose from now till the season ends, they will not be relegated. They have amassed 41 points.
True.
Okay, so that is enough to keep them in the top flight. Now, this gives them freedom. Last season, it was a totally different case scenario for them. Okay, they were at the other end of the table. Now they are at the top of the table. So it's less pressure. So with this, to be honest with you, it gives them more motivation. Okay, now we have a style of play. We can execute this style of play with freedom. Even if we lose, we can go back to the drawing board and work on it again.
So we have a caller. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Just.
Yeah, I am Sonny. I'm calling from Warri.
Your name?
I am Sonny.
Sonny, good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Desk.
Yes, I am calling right away from Warrior. I'm watching you people live. Yes.
Oh, wow. Nice to have you. Who is winning the CAF Awards tonight?
Yeah, I want the award to be given to Osimhen.
Yes,
Given to Osimhen.
All right. Osimhen or no other. Thank you so much, Sonny, for calling us today.
Yeah.
I mean, was I expecting anything less?
No, Osimhen,
No,
Osimhen.
Girona, this is actually their 4th season in the La Liga. And the best result they've gotten in 4th season was 10th position. Now, this season, if there was like a magic wand, they're going to ask me to predict what their fate will be. I might say relegation.
Yeah, so
surprisingly, they are topping. It's not Real Madrid. It's not Atletico Madrid. It's not Sevilla. It is not
At the
Valencia.
beginning of the season,
Yeah.
this team made a statement.
Okay.
They have been up there 16 weeks or thereabout gone, and you still see this team
Yeah.
still well. So it goes to show you that there is something they are doing right. Just like Bayer Leverkusen, there's something this team is doing right that is working for them. You play the big team, you get the points.
Okay.
Now, when you play Real Madrid, you play Barcelona, you play Atletico Madrid, you play Real Betis, and you're able to pick from these 4 teams, you're able to pick at least 12 points. Then what are you looking for? So it goes to show you that they're not just joking about what they want to do. The coach has told them, see, you can do it.
It's the freedom.
So
They
how
have
are
that
you
freedom.
see the players
I really
playing.
love what's happening in Spain right
If
now.
you see this, you watch this way, the way these guys play week in, week out. And besides, they're not playing in any other tournament. So this is their major tournament, and they're exploring themselves.
True.
So I think it's good for us to see that there are teams springing up, though they may not do so well in every game, but on the run of form,
Yeah.
on the average, you see that they are quite doing 90%. They have done so well. So I must give it to them.
Kudos to Girona. Whatever the coach told the players or whatever they are doing, they are definitely doing it right. But are we going to be seeing a case of Leicester City happen to Girona?
It's
in La
actually
Liga?
possible. It's very possible.
Really?
At this
Yeah,
point,
I think-
if you can take a point from Barcelona the way they did, that is a very huge statement. A very, very huge statement. And if they continue like this, they will get it.
Ooh.
If they continue like this.
Words of Cyprian. If they continue like
they
this,
continue like
they
this,
might
they'll
just be
get it.
crowned champions of the La Liga. I will be very excited if that happens. Anyways, I said it before, it was a shocking weekend. Shocking weekend for so many people, especially Bayern Munich, who lost woefully at the hands of Frankfurt. What went wrong for Thomas Tuchel and his boys?
Like I've always been saying, Thomas Tuchel, even up till now,
Yeah.
has not fully convinced me that he's the right man for Bayern Munich.
Okay.
Like we were talking in the car on our way here. Right now, this Bayern Munich team, I don't fear this Bayern Munich team as much as I did under Nagelsmann.
Me too.
I don't fear this Bayern Munich team as much as I did under Nagelsmann or Hansi Flick.
Okay.
So right now, there is something awkward about this Bayern Munich team that we don't know. There's something not just right with this Bayern Munich team.
I mean, it's still the same crop of players, the Bayern Munich team, and there's the inclusion of Harry Kane, so they should be better, in my opinion. But what is that missing link, that missing piece in
You see,
Bayern Munich?
dynamics. Every coach comes with his own style of play and dynamics. Now, watch Bayern Munich from the COVID 2018, 2019, 2020 coming down to a point where they even had another second 11 that can even take you on. But since Tuchel came in, there's this slight variation. You see the dynamics played with Harry Kane. It's not the same dynamics played as at when you had the last season where you had Sadio Mane, and then previously, and you can see what's his name?
Lewandowski?
No, Thomas Müller.
Okay.
Okay.
They're not playing.
He's already getting old.
He's getting
in my
older. So
opinion, like,
some of these players are gradually phasing out. Gnabry is also still playing, but you see that the coach is not. So the understanding with what dynamics, what philosophy this coach is trying to pass on to these players is possibly quite different from what the previous coaches have been passing on to them. And also mindful that the league this season, everybody is saying it that one team beats Bayern, and every other team is here, I think we can do it as well. So it's also, the mentality is coming out to play on these guys that, see, we can take these guys, a different coach. We can try it, and I think we can get the win. So football now is, these things keep changing, and there is no team that will be spared. Across the top European leagues, no team is being spared. Everybody is being
not even Man City.
Yes, I think the summary wants to say it in Pidgin, everybody will collect.
Everybody will take very fast. Anyways, it came to me as a shock. Bayern Munich losing 5-1. I'm like, what's happening? Is it basketball? Am I looking at the wrong?
And the defeat was, like, it was convincing for Frankfurt.
It could have even been more.
It could have been more because
it could have been more.
Frankfurt came all out to play Bayern Munich. They played Bayern
From
Munich
the
like
beginning
a
to
big
the end,
boy.
it was like that. It was like that.
True.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was a defeat. It was defeat upon defeat upon defeat for the best of the best in England. I don't want to start with Chelsea. You know, Chelsea are struggling so far. Now rating them as an under team, middle class team. But Arsenal lost to Aston Villa. Now I'm going to forgive Arsenal for losing to Aston Villa.
Yeah, they played well.
Because Aston Villa outplayed Arsenal. They dominated. They did not allow Arsenal breathe. From the first kick of the ball to the end of the game, they played and pressured Arsenal, and they got a victory.
It's more about the work Unai Emery is doing for Aston Villa.
Okay.
He has transformed that team into a beast of a team. If you look at the stats, like in 2023, I think they are around the top 3 teams with the most points in the Premier League throughout 2023. Like, he has completely transformed this team. They are playing with more belief. They have a pattern that they all buy into.
Yeah.
Okay, all the players love that particular pattern, and they are working with it, and it's working for them. Okay, the coach is a proven winner, the most successful Europa League coach in history. Okay, so even his time at Arsenal was not that bad. Just that it wasn't too good either, but it wasn't that bad. Okay, so he is a proven coach with a proven style, and these players love that pattern, and they are working with it, and it's so shocking. It's so shocking.
No.
Who would have believed at the beginning of this season that Aston Villa will be where they are right now?
Okay, so let me give you the stats. Before Unai Emery, Aston Villa under former manager Steven Gerrard, I beg your pardon, they were 17th on the table, fighting for their life. But after Gerrard, now Unai Emery, they are currently 3rd of the Premier League table, and they are one of the contenders for the title. Arsenal, they are currently 32 points. 32 points, just 2 points behind.
One
point behind Liverpool.
One secret about football is build a fortress around your home.
Yeah.
Okay, like, if you can get a string of results, just like last season, that was what worked for Man U, for Manchester United. It was so difficult to beat United at Old Trafford.
Okay.
So with that now, they went on a run, home run. So if you have 19 games to play at home and 19 away, if you can win your 19 home games, that will guarantee you about 40-something points. Okay? Now you start picking points from away matches. That is extra points.
Yeah.
So I think Aston Villa are countering, they are working on that. They are currently on 14 unbeaten games at home. Okay, now if you can do that, you already have a good foundation to build.
Sure.
Okay, now if you go away, play with freedom, get points, add it to the one you can get from your home games, and that is extra bonus. So I think they have made Villa Park a very strong fortress, like a very big fortress, where you are now afraid. Teams are now afraid to go to Villa Park. Arsenal fell there, United fell there, Man City fell there.
I'm waiting.
Manchester United fell there.
Oh,
even
Chelsea. Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Oh.
I don't even know where they beat Chelsea. So things are falling.
Chelsea can use anywhere.
Any other team going to Villa Park knows that we are going to collect. So you already have it at the back of your mind, and you are likely going to lose.
And for a team like Aston Villa now, they are also in the Europa League, and they are doing so well.
And they are doing so well there. And
they now know, they believe now that they can win a trophy. They are not just here to make up the numbers; they are here to win.
They have a coach
who has been there,
tested,
and done it,
and trusted.
And Aston Villa might just win the Europa League.
So this is when we were talking. From all our analysis this morning, it goes to show, this afternoon, it goes to show us that
Sorry, we have another caller. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Gist.
Hello, okay.
Good
My
afternoon.
name is Mr. Balagana.
Oh, Mr. Balagana, good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Gist.
Yes, I'm calling from Mina.
Nice.
Of Niger State.
All right. Let's hear your take on today's topic. Who wins the CAF Awards?
Well, it's Victor Osimhen that is going to win.
Obviously.
And I want you to not because I'm in Nigeria, but because he deserves it.
Okay.
Osimhen deserves to win it. Sentiments apart, yes.
Okay.
And he's going to win it.
All right.
Well, it's sure nobody can challenge that trophy for.
All right. Thank you so much,
That's
Mr.
it,
Balagana. Do have a wonderful day. He said it all. Nobody can challenge him.
Nobody.
I mean, we're getting there, but let's just wrap up with the Premier League. Now, I made a post yesterday, and I said something. I said, Chelsea, going forward, if you want to win a trophy, or you want to take that club very serious, or move us to the next level, I think it's time to let Captain Reece James go. Don't you guys agree with me? We cannot continue enduring. Calm down. Calm down. I'm calm. Now, I said every AK market day, he is picking up one injury. The injury looks easy at first, then you're hearing from the news.
3 weeks.
3 weeks,
7
1
months.
month, 7 months. How are we going to move on? That season, when we struggled after winning the Champions League, the next season, Chelsea were on track. We had just defeated, was it Southampton 9-0, 7-0? And the next thing, James injured, Chilwell injured, our left back, right back, woof, gone. How are we going to cope with that? And he's the captain. It's not supposed to be so, in my opinion. Time to let him go. Let's Chelsea move on from Reece James. Okay, let me start with you.
Honestly, it bothers me so much.
Okay.
Why? This is a Chelsea, just last season. You can count on how many captains that you can hold on to and say these guys were tested. Yeah. I mean, you will see leaders on the pitch doling out instructions if you don't do well. And all of a sudden, I don't know, I can't call this a transition.
This is not a transition.
This is just a total waste of effort.
They are just experimenting. But let's say experimenting.
You face out a complete team, and then all of a sudden you make Reece James. This is what you get.
A captain.
When, I mean, if you want to transit players, do it gradually.
Sure.
A blend of old experienced players, and then you bring in, like what Man City is doing.
Sorry, we have a caller. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Gist.
Good afternoon, how are you?
I'm fine. Your name and where you're calling us from?
I'm calling you from Kaduna. My name is Sunday.
Sunday, welcome to Sports Gist. Who wins the CAF Awards tonight?
Yes. I'm talking about Chelsea. That coach they employ.
No, just tell us who wins the CAF Award. Then you can talk about Chelsea. Osimhen, Salah, or Ashraf Hakimi.
Osimhen.
All right. Quickly, let's hear your take on Chelsea.
Chelsea, that coach is not qualified. He's not a big coach. He was coaching PSG.
Yeah.
Imagine the player in PSG: Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, Di Maria. These are top players.
Yeah.
This coach could not manage them. Do you think he can manage Chelsea with this young boy? The coach is not the qualified. It's not a good coach. It's a baby coach. They should start him and get a good coach. I said it before when they want to employ me. I said that coach it's not a good coach for Chelsea.
All right.
That coach cannot coach Chelsea.
So what do you think can coach Chelsea right now?
They should look for a very good coach. That's the matter. They have good players. The young players, the boys are good. But the coach is the problem.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sunday, for calling us. Thank you. Have a nice day. I mean, I understand his frustration.
He made a very good point.
Yes.
Right now, if you want to make the whole problem it's beyond Pochettino.
Yeah.
The flush out, like he mentioned, that is the genesis of this whole problem. Yeah. And I remember mentioning on this show that Chelsea's case is a case of having too many cooks in the kitchen.
Okay.
The food will get spoiled. Okay? You can't make that kind of transition. It's not a new transition. It's wrong. You can't just
a massive sellout.
Like, is it magic? It's not magic.
Sporting director, like you just made a total change.
From players to management.
Imagine a Chelsea team right now having Lewis Cowell as captain. Somebody that has not played even up to 20 Premier League matches is a captain of a football club as big as Chelsea. That shows how downwards they have moved from having a team with DJ Drogba,
Kalu,
even recently,
Shevchenko,
you have
Crespo. Look at the guys that won that jersey.
What really happened?
Solomon Kalu.
What really happened?
Maluda.
You have a team coming out with Conor Gallagher as captain.
Gallagher is not doing so bad.
Not really bad, but look at what they have. Like, look at that team. There's no leader.
Yeah,
there's no leader currently in Chelsea.
I think if Chelsea were trying to be realistic, they would have just given the captain handbag to Thiago Silva, in my opinion, because he's the only leader in that team.
He is.
He's the only leader in that team. Why give it to Rich James that is picking up injuries? I think Chelsea is time to move on. But let's down with Chelsea now. Let's talk about the CAF Award. Yes, great players have come, they've gone, they're still playing. And the likes of Abedi Pele, George Weah, Didier Drogba, Yaya Toure, Samuel Eto'o Fields, Mohamed Salah, even Mane, El Hadji Diop, so many great players have won that award. But the last time a Nigerian won the CAF Award was in 1999, and the player was none other than Nwankwo Kanu. Fast forward 24 years later, a Nigerian might just win it tonight. Guys, Osimhen, is he winning the award tonight?
He is, in my opinion,
right.
Because he's already ranked as number 8
in the world.
Okay, in the world. Okay, the highest ranked African. So if you want to go by that, Osimhen should win it. Okay, because you can't bring another top African when the Ballon d'Or. Though we have different organizers, but it will look somehow to start contradicting what they have done. Yeah. Okay, and even if you look at the Osimhen's achievements this season, he deserves it. He actually does. I
mean, the award is obviously the year in view, not who you are as a player. Because if you check Salah, you check Achraf Hakimi and Victor Osimhen, you realize that Salah is obviously the greatest player there. But the year Osimhen had was excellent. He helped Napoli win the Serie A title after 33 years. Was it 33 years?
Yes, 33.
Yeah. The person who led them to that victory was the late Diego Armando Maradona. 33 years later, Osimhen did it. He deserves the award, obviously. And so many people on Twitter, Instagram, they're saying, if you don't give it to Osimhen, we are going to riot. We'll be storming the city of, is it Marrakesh?
Wherever
and we'll go and fight but Osimhen was, in an altercation. Record an altercation or a squabble during the course of the game against Juventus. Now they've lost. This season has been bad.
That is what happens. That is what happens when the team is not making progress. Okay, when they're having bad results, it begins to bring out a lot of negative energy from the players.
I mean, they sacked manager Rudi Garcia, brought in Walter Mazzarri. He's still in jail. They've been losing, and they're currently 14 points behind leaders Inter Milan. Is there a way for them? Any hope for them?
Get Conte.
Get Antonio Conte. You think getting Antonio Conte will fix it?
That would be a tough one to call.
They did before. They approached him, but they did. Yes, they did. He was approached before Mazzarri. Okay. He was approached before Mazzarri, but they were not able to come to an agreement. They had two totally different visions. Okay. From the president and between the president and Conte, they had two different visions. So.
Let me just ask now: don't you think it's about time for Osimhen to leave the club? Quickly, guys. Yes or no?
Yes.
It's about
big
time.
Yes.
What about you?
Yes.
I equally agree with you. I think Osimhen January, come to Chelsea, please. Come to Chelsea. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for being on the show with me. Thank you, CY. Thank you, Kingsley.
You're welcome.
And thank you to our amazing viewers, to the callers. Please, let's do this again. Same time, same station tomorrow. I remain dearest Mba. Do have a wonderful day. Bye for now.